Hi guys and welcome back to our FIFA 19 Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. Now in the last episode we did make a deadline day signing should I say, in Scott McTominay, who I think is a really good signing, and you guys seem to really appreciate as well, which I do appreciate it. I do appreciate when we're all on the same wavelength. But I did see a couple of comments saying, why don't you try and get a couple of pre-contracts in, especially if we are going to go to the Premier League, because we do look at the table, we are 4 points clear with the game in hand over Brighton. But we're still, 12 points ahead of third place Cardiff. There's still quite a large chunk of the season to go, so there's still plenty of time for us to mess up. But as of right now, it looks like we will be going up to the Premier League. So maybe to try and get, a pre-contract in isn't a bad idea. I'm not the biggest of fans of pre-contracts. I'm really not. And I'm pretty sure I have said during the series that I don't really want to do pre-contracts, although I have done a couple of all right ones. But I did notice quite a few. So if you want to comment below, I'm just hoping that by the end of this episode they're still available, so then you guys can get your input in. But it's frustrating because I did look in the other scout report in the main menus. Some of quite a lot of these players, it says they've only got about 4 months left. But then when we go on here, it doesn't allow me to approach to sign them, which is quite odd. And there's quite a few big names as well that should be available, but for some reason they're not. So Rosario, he was available to be approached to sign, but he's unfortunately made agreements elsewhere, which is really annoying. Patrick Roberts, who has actually been suggested a couple of times throughout the series, he is available to get on a pre-contract, which I don't think is too bad. I'm not his biggest fan because I don't really like his player face either, but his stats are okay. He's relatively fast. He's not the fastest, but he's got very good agility, very good balance, and a decent right midfielder. Foden as well, which it doesn't say there that I can approach to sign him, which is really frustrating. But when I go in the other menu, it says he only has 5 months remaining, 4 months remaining, however much it is. So I don't understand that at all. So he isn't available, unless you guys want to, if you have an idea, and you guys can explain to me in the comments why it isn't allowing me to approach to sign him. Not that I would, I don't think, Phil Foden. I think it's too unrealistic right now. Who else was there? There was Hudson-Odoi, who, again, I wouldn't go for anyway. I think it's too unrealistic, and every other career mode sort of series on YouTube, they're all going for Hudson-Odoi as well. But anyway, it's not allowing me to go for him, even though he's only got a few months left. But there is another one, Ryan Christie, who I do like the look of. We can approach to sign him. He's rated 74. He is 25 years of age. I think that's just sort of a realistic signing, because he played for Celtic. We're top of the Championship. I think it's relatively level. I'm not dissing any Celtic fans out there, but a lot of the teams in the Scottish League, let's just say they won't cut it in the Premier League, shall we say. But Ryan Christie is, like I say, rated 74. He's age 25. I'm pretty sure his potential is only late 70s anyway, but the only sort of attacking midfielder that we do have is Angel Gomez. And he would, of course, he's going to be ahead of Ryan Christie if he is to come, but he does give us that other option. We don't have the other attacking midfielder. We have Gooch, who can play there, but when I do play Gooch, I normally play him on the wing. So I might just go for him now, Ryan Christie, but we'll just see if there are any others. I don't think there are many others, to be fair. Ampadu should be another one, but again, it's not letting me do it. But yes, I think that's it, guys. Should I go for Ryan Christie? I don't know. We only have a tiny bit of money left, so I'm not even sure whether we can even make the deal happen. But okay, I think I am going to go for him, guys. I am going to go for him. I just think it'll be half decent. I want to bulk this squad out a bit. It isn't a massive squad, but we do have half decent strength in depth. It just backs us up a bit more for next season as well. Okay, guys, so unfortunately, after going into contract negotiations with Ryan Christie, we just miss out in terms of money. We don't have enough money right now. Hopefully we get a little bit of money coming through in some way or another, but that was just pretty pointless. I've just basically just gone on about pre-contracts for ages, and we have next to no money. So unfortunately we can't go for him, but it's something that we might be able to do if no one has signed him up towards the end of the season when money does come through. But let's get into it. So what a pointless start to the episode. I've just rumbled on for ages and for no reason. So the first game of this episode is going to be at home, and we're welcoming Brighton, who are, of course, second place. They're going to want to be closing the gap on us at the top of the league. And unfortunately, we've had to go with a very rotated squad for this one because the fitness levels were all around halfway for our normal starting 11. But we do still have Blazari in goal. We have Matthews, Dominguez, Suter and Akapo across the back. We have Van Amersfoort, Chalobah and Honeyman in the middle, and Robinson, Vyman and Oberlin up top. Let's get into it. And here we go, guys, and for the 17th game in a row, it is pouring it down. I need to check the settings. Have I got it set to permanently raining or something, or is it just all luck? It's always raining every game, which I think I mentioned it in the last episode. There had been a comment recently stating that he'd noticed that every single game it had been raining. Now look at that defensive record, conceding just 18 goals so far this season, and in comparison to Brighton, we're absolutely battering them. They've conceded nearly 60 goals so far this year. But we are underway. Come on, lads. Help him out. Help him out. Oh, the pass is really poor, but he does get across goal, and it's not quite good enough. Why has he done that? He's just done the dummy shot. I was in two minds, and I've messed it up. But now we do go forward again. Can he flick it back in? He can't, but we do win a corner. It's a strong start. Whipped in. Go on, get you in it. Get you in it, son. It's Chalobah, and he's in immediately from the corner. And it's Trevor Chalobah, who hasn't got too much game time, because that is normally where Max Power plays. He comes on for this game, and he's powered. Do you like what I did there? Combined Max Power and Power. Yeah, he scored the goal with a powerful header in the bottom left-hand corner. It's a good ball in from Callum Robinson, and luckily we don't have the paintwork blocking our view this time. It's a very good header. It's drifted, floated into that bottom left-hand corner. It's his first goal for the club. Well done, Trev. Well done, Trev. Well in, Trev. Well in, son. I don't know. It's early. But they do come immediately looking for a equaliser, and it hasn't come off for them. But I do spot Callum Robinson, who thought about making the run, and it didn't come off. Go on, get it away, get it away. Good chance for them. Very good play here from Brighton. They need to try and work away into the box, but luckily for us, Chalobah, man of the match performance so far in this opening 20 minutes at least. Come on. Oh, this is dangerous here from Brighton on the counter-attack. They do have a lot of pace down both wings. Way too much time, and it did take a deflection, and it's gone just over the bar. That'll do. It's another corner, though. A lot of pressure from Brighton since going a goal behind. Get the corner away. It's lumped in the box. It has been headed, and it's headed off the line as well. Come on, lads. Wake up, man. Get into him. Get into it. It has been struck, and it's straight at Plazzari that time. I think that Premier League quality is starting to show, but that is an awful throw from Plazzari. What on earth is he doing there, son? Come on. Coming down this left-hand side with Santos. It's Andone or Andone. I don't know how you say it, but it has been given as another corner. This is a real top-of-the-table clash at the moment. It's another corner floated in. It's another one headed off the line. Come on, we just can't deal with those lumped corners at all. Izquierdo. It's another one. It's another corner. It's another one. Gross to take it. It's another one that's been played short this time, or relatively short, and it's been dealt with relatively easily as well. Oh, here we go now. It's Izquierdo. Again, coming down the left-hand side. He's got so much pace. Pace to burn. Get to him. Oh, what a header that was by Suter. Another move down the right-hand side. Get it out. Dominguez well in, the young lad, saving. Also, again, they've just dominated. They really have. And there goes the half-time whistle. It's been pure domination from Brighton since going a goal behind. We've just been trying to keep it out of our area for large parts of this first half. I'll be happy with this result if it ended now. But unfortunately, we do have a 45-minute time period to try and keep them at bay. Oh, this is good stuff now. It is Honeyman. He does strike when it's been blocked, and he went for a second attempt and completely missed it. Now, here we go again. The left midfielder, Izquierdo. I've pronounced his name like in three different ways in this episode because I just don't know. Patiently building up now, and it is Montoya down the right side, and that should be Plazzari's with ease. Go on, Robinson. First time we've managed to break forward in this second half. Dinks it in. It has been volleyed, and it has took a deflection as well, but what a chance that was for Weimann to volley home. Come on, come on. He's got so much space and time around the area now. Get to him, get to him, get to him. Oh, he's missed the ball. And it is an equaliser. It had been coming for long, long periods. Oh, that's so annoying. Definitely deserved, though. Definitely deserved. I tried to drop our defenders back because there were so many players making runs off the ball. But in doing that, I've left the player actually on the ball, completely free to do what he wants with it. And he's eventually picked up the pass anyway and put it past Plazzari. I can't say he's getting another goal in this game, guys. We have no substitutes really to use either because of the fitness issues as well. So I think it might be a case of just holding on to this one. Akpo gets the ball in. It has been headed away. So we're really getting at the minute. Just random crosses. But now here comes that Brighton counter-attack that is so fast. Go on, Dominguez. Go on, Dominguez. Well in, son. Brilliant, brilliant defending from him. Still only, I think, what, 17 years of age, Dominguez. And really proving his worth there against very good opposition. Oh, no, but now here comes Akpo. He's got acres of space down this right side. Can he pick a cross? It's a decent ball, and Robinson misses the header at the back post. We've only just seemed to wake up in this last sort of 5 minutes. I think it is going to end up finishing 1-1. Brighton do have one final chance to bring the ball upfield, and the whistle does go. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that result, considering the way that game went. It was all Brighton. Since we got the opening goal, we didn't really get a sniff. So to get a point from that kind of game, I'm more than happy with. Taking into consideration that we also pretty much used a reserve squad as well, with a lot of players rotated. They did a very good job against a very decent side. Oh, would you look at that as well, guys? I've never had that before, where Brighton, directly after that game, have offered me the manager's role there, which I think it's too good not to take up, guys. I'm going to have to change this series. I'm going to accept it, guys. I'm going to accept this offer. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, you silly Billy. You probably thought, what you doing? Hey, you bugger. You bugger, you. But next up, guys, we are going to be taking on Derby away from home. Derby are currently 10th in the league, if I remember correctly. So they're not doing fantastically well. They're not really near enough or close enough to get a playoff place at the moment. Anyway, they're quite some distance off. I think all the teams in the playoff places, they're quite some way ahead of the rest. So what Derby's aims are for the rest of the season, I'm not too sure. But this is the team we're going to go with. We have Plazzari in goal, James Twantaby, Suter and Akpo across the back. We have Gomez, Power and McTominay making a return to the first team lineup with Jones, Madger and Oblin up top. Let's get into it. Here we go, guys, against Derby County away from home. And guess what? It's raining. I really am going to have to check that setting because it is raining every single game. It's getting a bit daft now, but not that it really impacts too much. Ball does skid on the surface quite a bit, but either way, it's just the bloody weather, isn't it? So there is the league table as it stands still. 4 points clear ahead of Brighton in second, and we also have a game in hand of them, of course, still. And to be fair, I think that game against Brighton is quite encouraging because I do see comments saying, you know, it's too easy for you. You're going to storm the Premier League, you're going to win the Champions League really quickly and what have you, because obviously winning the Champions League is the sort of end of this series pretty much, or at least when we win every trophy or most trophies we can get our hands on. Well, it is pretty much the Champions League, isn't it, really? But we played Brighton, who pretty much have a Premier League squad there, and we did get battered, even though we did only draw 1-1. So it makes me think, you know, if and when we do get to the Premier League, it is going to be a different kettle of fish, because the squad we've got right now, taking that into the Premier League, it is going to struggle, and I think it will come across a lot more realistic. And the squad that we do have right now as well, it is pretty much on a high-end Championship level, or at least the very, very bottom end of the Premier League. So, you know, it's not like we're overachieving too much. You know, the squad we have got, it has grown and has improved. So you know, I am looking for a challenge as well. On that game against Brighton, that was definitely a challenge, and we only managed to get a point from it as well. But let's focus on this game right now and hope we can extend our lead at the top of the table. Well in. Here is Gomez. He loves to run at plays like this. It is Gomez still Gomez, and it's a very, very good challenge, to be fair, by George Evans. And the pass is poor from Akpo. It is Lawrence to take this free kick for Derby. He does whip it towards the edge of the box. It has been headed, but it's floated quite easily into the hands of Plazzari. This is good stuff now. Jones with the first time cross. It's dead on the keeper, and it's been punched away. Corner whipped in for Derby. It has been headed, and they have scored. I was just saying that Brighton give us the most difficult task so far this season, and how we are pretty much running this league ragged. Have I jinxed us a little bit because Derby are in front? Corner played in. It was a very dangerous corner. Very good ball as well. Oh, and how on earth? He should not have won that. We had 3 Sunderland players surrounding him, and none of them even attempted really to get to that header. It was a good one though, to be fair. And we're a goal behind, and it's Waghorn, former Sunderland player, who actually gets the goal. Go on, Jones. Well in, Jones gets it in. There's no one in the box. Might just come close to pick up the ball when he really shouldn't have done. He's just left a massive gap in the middle there. No options. Good stuff now. It is Akapo to the back post towards Jones. It's been cleared away. Power keeps it alive. Gomez with the acrobatic strike, but he hits it into the ground. It's really easy to deal with. Well, someone get you in it. Get you in it. Anyone. Headed away. Go on, Swansea. Captain Swansea. Take it into your own hands, son. It's straight into Carson's hands. Suter. Gives it to Gomez. Have a strike, son. It is. Oh, surely he should have chested the keeper a bit better than that. It was quite simple, really, for Carson to get to that one. Last chance this first half. Turn your man well in, Oberlin. Gets in. That's a poor cross, really. He does find Power outside the box. You have a Craxton. Took a deflection and it's fizzed wide of goal. Really starting to put some pressure on them now. Corner whipped into the near post. It has been headed. Oh, and it's gone wide, but the half-time whistle does go. And it is 1-0. I can't believe it. It hasn't been an awful performance, to be fair. I think that creativity in the final third is just lacking a little bit today. We might have to mix things up relatively early on in this second half if nothing does improve. This is good stuff now. It is Gomez. Still Gomez. Turn your man. Help him out. Well in. McTominay. Still McTominay. He does have a crack and it's so tame. Oh no, they have come forward now. It's a brilliant chance for Derby. It's a really ruthless counter-attack and they've hit it wide. We should be 2 goals down, but we're not. It looks like we are going to have to make changes right now. So Vyman and Robinson are both coming on. We need a little bit more attacking flair. Robinson's a lot more controlled down the left-hand side. And we know what Vyman's like anyway. He's been absolutely excellent this season. But can he get anything here? Or at least help us out? Straight down the middle. Go on, McTominay. Go on, McTominay. Have a strike. It was all day. I knew that was going to get blocked. Little bits of improvement there. Turn. Madger does strike one and it's ballooned over the bar. These shots just seem to be going absolutely anywhere and everywhere at the minute. I don't know whether that is the weather or what. Or whether I'm just having a really shit day today on FIFA.
Get a weather forecast that seemed to suggest that it would just be showers, but this looks so it's set in and it's
Go on McTominay, go on McTominay, good chance, strikes it, it's in! It's an absolutely cracking finish from the new lad McTominay, who really saves our asses from what has been a shocking performance all round. What a strike! There was no one on really. I thought to myself, oh, I should have just waited for someone else to come in the box because he had so much time. But that strike was inch perfect, in off the far post. And we finally got that equaliser. And what a time for him to come up trumps. He's just signed for us. What a strike that is. I think the keeper may have got a slight touch to it as well. But he's not keeping that one out. Get it in. 15 minutes left. Come on. Get it away. Get lost. Get lost, Derby. You've been no way near us, man, in the second half. If you score one now, I am not going to be a happy bunny. Get it out. Get it out. It's a very good save. It's still Tom Lawrence. Thank God that's hit the side netting. Jesus, shit on a bike. That's good stuff now. Here is Madger. Help him out. Help him out. He does turn. Get it in towards your man. That's brilliant stuff. Dink it across goal. Oh, it's too easy to deal with. There was men free at the back post as well. But here is Power. Finds Robinson. He turns. Oh, and it's straight at Carson. Come on, lads. Oh, the whistle's going to go. They're just playing around with it at the back. There we go. It has finished 1-1. I'll take it in the end, considering it took us so goddamn long to put a foot on this game. But it is another draw. They're both 2 games we played in this episode. They've both been draws. It just shows, guys, I can have a bad day. And after that game, guys, we are now second in the league. But we do have 2 games in hand over Brighton. But for the final game of the episode, we're going to be simulating this one against Sheffield United. Will it be a win in this one? Will it be a win after 2 draws? Can we win? And it's another draw. It was destined, guys. It was absolutely destined. Brereton, who has just come back from injury, gets us a goal as well. Oberlin as well on the score sheet for us. Bulldog and Stevens scoring for Sheffield United. So it's not looking good if we want to win this league, if we're going to have a dip of form at this time and this stage of the season. You can see now that we are level on points at the top of the league with Brighton. It definitely has changed things up a little bit, just as we thought we were flying at the top of the league. West Brom are still 11 points, or sorry, 9 points, my maths is absolutely shocking, behind us, and it is Cardiff and Southampton and Norwich who make up the rest of those playoff places. Now at the bottom we have Bristol City, QPR and Charlton Athletic, who all make up those places there. It's been pretty much the same bottom three throughout the season, and Scunthorpe has been interchanging with Bristol City quite a lot as well. But that is where the episode is going to end, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please smash that like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.